ya nyantechwa emre am this ka be free Europe akoma busuafo wo Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sound so you free won't you she me discover ye mapim tap send Intienne also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo abusuafo wo Ghana fa na nyina tap send papa no
everybody check now check it that beat is real don't wait make it kill ya get your green salad glucometer and check it sugar level check it green salad glucometer check it push sugar level for check it Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudu nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se wo benya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo o so to mfa sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass e kosin sawam Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers safa drinks insure enyane anase ade bia wo pebia so wo koton ko ade a ene bebia wo se wo tumu a Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
And it is a Friday evening here on Sammy Flex TV. As usual, the team is seated for us to do our thing. And this is the live edition of Showbiz Daily. The team is now fully back, fully restored, 100% back onto the business of the day. And the business of the day is to give you the wrap-up of the activities that happened in Dubai. At least I have two of my tall people on the set. Nana Reagan also observed most of the things they did from that side. And we'll be talking tourism. How Ghana can also maximize our tourism potentials and make some money, cash in, just as Dubai is cashing in on tourism. We are sure going to do that. Kojokin and Intimdo Solomon Chemo, they are here. They'll be giving you all the rundown, everything that you have to know. Meanwhile, yesterday, Shatta was on Metro TV, that is Good Evening Ghana, with Paula Dom Ochre, and so many things ensued, so many things happened, and we will sure be talking about that. And we will also be looking at Nana Kwame Ampadu to his funeral. It has started, and as it stands now, I'm not feeling so much vibe around it. I'm not feeling celebrities posting it. I've seen when Cor Blankson died, I saw the way celebrities were all over the internet with it, but with the funeral of Enyum Tufu Nyinahin and Kwame Ampadu, I'm not seeing it. And again, yesterday on CTV Class Showbiz, Sammy Rasta made a statement, and the statement seems to be going viral because so many people are talking about it. He talked about man like Black Sherif losing his originality with the new style of composing his songs and a new style of delivering his lyrics. We'll be looking at that. Does he have a point, or maybe he doesn't have a point? So we are back once again. Thank you so much for waiting for us. Thanks for supporting us with your prayers, and thanks for even following. I know some people followed, and I received so many calls from people who were saying, Charlie Showbiz Daily. Jackie, thank you so much. Dr. Anita and Mr. Frederick Apia in France. They were Charlie, Shunima. And yeah, now it shows the currency in the real opinion was much chilly. Sorry, on your production chilling. What's your confirmed influence? So guys, forgive us, but we are back. At least now you strategize it and make sure, even if you are away, the back home people can be giving you the content. It is possible. We realized it was possible, but we missed that point, and we are sure going to do more. So now that we are back, like someone would say, the burden of knowledge. Now that you know, what would you do? I'm saying thanks to Digital Rasta. He's also back on duty as our camera person. Richie Flex is on duty as our editor director. Emmanuel Fori Lapiji is our producer, and Gideon Nilam Tessin, who was also part of the tour, our creative director, is also back. Everybody is okay. MC Barima, the MC went to me and Mefakra. So I'm sure tomorrow you guys will surely see him, and you can see some new taste from our studio. Yeah, shall I give it up to Lapiji and Richie Flex, man. So whilst we were away and the studio was a little free, they decided to give us a new taste, and the taste is good. As a matter of fact, I'm feeling light now. Because I'm going to Google them. Na munya na change na change ya no. Change sa. And that is what we are also enjoying on the screen there. So it is like that. Madam Anita said she loved our new studio, and Mama Lesh also called me just about going on and say, at the studio, I'm saying, Sisano, Lapiji, na yen century, Amade, So, guys, Akwawa, Bibi Abokode. And I'll be reading your messages. Today is the live edition of the show, which is done special on Fridays. And I'm going to read most of your messages on the show. So let me welcome those who are online already. And Jackie Boatin says, I've been waiting since 3 p.m. Oh, I know, sister. I know you've been waiting. And say good evening and welcome back, Sammy Flex and the team. Azubuke promises happy weekend, man of God. Oh, okay. I know the man of God you are talking about. Chembo's man of God. Chemical music. I see you. Fred Apia says, good evening, everyone. Benji says, keep the English coming. Okay, you get more English today. No two ways about that. I have a team comfortable with that language, so I'm sure we can do that as well. And I know you guys are going to enjoy today's edition because we've missed you, and you guys have missed us as well. Chemo, how do you miss them? How well do you miss them?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I miss my people. I mean, yesterday we did a little bit of it, and I told them that we will give them more today.
Exactly.
So they should just come around and let's do it. And please, they should like the show so that we get notification to more people.
Okay, they should like the video.
Yeah, like the video.
Okay, the live video.
One. Okay. What we are doing right now.
Okay.
We have about 26 people right now. They should like it, and we have only 7 likes. I mean, people should like it for it to go up, so that YouTube will suggest it to more people to come around. Yes, and we have missed you guys, and we are going to give you, I mean, what happened there and what is even happening right here, and we think you will enjoy today's show. Today's show it will be fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. Kojo, how about you? How well do you miss them?
Yeah. Yes. You know, we have been working hard for them for all these years. And so we had to go and chill small, which is also good for our mental faculty and everything, you know, because all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So it was necessary we go out there and have a little bit of fun. Yes, but we missed them, you know. As we were there, we wanted to be giving them the shows, but certain activities also came out.
And the Dubai time too is some way.
Exactly.
You wake up at 12.
No night in Dubai, no night there.
Yeah,
so
no night in Zion.
So before you sleep, it's the next afternoon, and time was running very fast. And so we miss you guys, and we are back to give it to you.
Okay, Nana, how was the back case like? We were away. How were the people here? How were you guys also managing? And the pressure of giving them Showbiz Daily in our absence?
Well, I think that we've all missed them. Because whilst you are away, while you are away, we were not, giving them shows like that. So we all missed that. I was only hoping that I was a countdown of the 6 days so that you come back early. So that we will give them
short.
So short. So no on and I'm turning to move. It's a munusa. You go with a mama.
And I did so short.
Kind of the event. I go, but I go with 3 days. Your music and so I think we've also missed them. I mean, I've missed sometimes when I'm sleeping, we are not even doing live. What I used to sleep is to comment.
Yes.
So sometimes I just go there and I'll be reading the comments, and before I know I'm fast gone. Yeah. So I was missing that part of my life, and it's good that you guys are back.
Good.
We were not there, but we also enjoyed the videos and some of the things, But it only gave us yesterday. I was saying on the show that in fact this trip has given me another mindset about the people that watches us or the people that are following us, because personally I don't know for Richie and Lappy and those who couldn't also travel with you. Personally, I was getting
so much.
Why is Nana Regan
not personally, I also got them.
Why is Nana Regan not here?
I also got them.
Why did you? Somebody sent me a message, was like, how is Dubai? And I said, no, I'm not in Dubai. I was like, why you didn't go? I said, oh, next year I'll go next year. So yeah, it gave me a better understanding of the love, the care, and all of that. So I mean, it's all good, brass and we've all missed them. I'm happy that today. Yesterday we did some with Berima, and today we are doing one with you. So just to tell them that we are fully back to give them Showbiz Daily.
Very well, very well. And let me also say thanks to everybody who also prayed for us. Like Nana Regan was saying, I also got many people asking me, is Nana Regan also there? Like they were asking. So someone saw, I think, what video did I post? There was a video with Currency in it. So is this the Currency guy? No, I think it was the breakfast photo. Is this the Currency guy? Because everybody wanted to be sure which member of the team was in Dubai. And we want to say thanks to the people who sponsored some of our people there, chiefly to Madam Dr. Anita. God bless you so much for that thing you did for us. We really appreciate it. And she's even telling me next trip too, she wants to do same for other people as well. And that is great. It is great to know. And also to Big Nash, aka Nashdeen. He is the CEO of Greenville Records, the company working with Kojo King to come out with his big bangers. You guys should watch out for it. I told you when we come back from Dubai in this month of October, so you guys should wait for it. And to our host in Dubai as well, to Abeka Solutions, who is our tour partner, Sammy Flex TV partners at Abeka Solutions to be doing this. And we are open to do some more. So if you also are having any plans of doing something like that, link up with us and let's do more. As well as to Sankofa Restaurant in Dubai. They also fed our people so well. In fact, almost sorry, come go breakfast. I'm so windy because they know Sankofa will come. They don't want to go and waste their belly on any nyama things waiting for Sankofa. And Sankofa did not disappoint us even a day. At every point, just a call within 30 minutes, 1 hour, the food is served. Very hot for everybody to eat enough and even to save some. So that was how good Sankofa also treated us. Now, let's go on to the activities. And I'm sure we'll be doing this with Nana Regan as well. And Benji says, you people seem to be daring based on the topics you touch and the fact that you're able to take heat from us too. Great. The heat here we've been taking from you guys. Stella Obo says, good day, everyone. And Gideon Body says, Chemo was looking like Papa Wata swimming in the ocean. Chemo was looking like Papa was swimming in the ocean. Chemo not temperature. And Kali Fame says, wow, your studio is looking nice. I love it. Gideon Body says, welcome back. You came back at the right time. Shatta has given you a lot of topics. Of course, a lot of topics to discuss. And yes, the person who is saying our studio is nice, I want to especially say thank you to Lapiji and Richie Flex. They gave us this beautiful studio in our absence, and they spent nights and days to work this out. And someone was saying upgrading, you know, when you took upgrading your knowledge, your studio see upgrading. So everything is being upgraded. You guys should watch out for some more stuff. First, let's clear this on our way before we even talk about the other things. Nana Kwame Ampadu was laid in state today at the forecourt of the State House. And I don't know if we are satisfied with feedback. I don't know if you are satisfied with how musicians approached it. Have you guys seen enough posts, enough comments from our industry people talking about the funeral? I have not seen much. Maybe because I've been resting a lot. Today, I decided after dropping my children to school, I decided to take some rest because I know it's Friday and I'm going to have a long night as well. So I decided to spend some few hours to rest and come back and do this. So I've not seen much, but I have been awake and reading and surfing online. I'm still not seeing enough. I don't know if it is okay or maybe there's something we are not getting right or what. This is Nana Kwame Ampadu. He has been once upon a time a musica president before, for information. And looking at what is happening now, I don't know if maybe I find it. Chamo, I don't know if you've also seen something. Maybe who enough?
Yeah, me too. I've not seen enough of him. I mean, even the reporters. I don't think we got a lot of reporters to say cover the event. I mean, it's really slow, and for now, I am thinking what could be the reason, like what is really happening. Maybe because he wasn't so young, and then the young people who will just go there and do their own things can't relate that much. But he has done enough for us to recognize him. So I'm not sure what is really happening, or maybe because of the time too. Friday's funeral is some way. Some people will go to work and all that, so they can only attend after
but here we are talking about musicians who will not officially work on a Friday.
Yeah, I think for the musicians, maybe some of them cannot relate that way, the way some of us see him.
I like this relate point you want to bring in.
Yeah.
But then it takes us to where sometimes we don't want to talk about, like Nigeria. Yeah. Imagine if it had been a Nigerian top musician who died. Would you think the young guys would be saying, oh, we can't relate to him, or
they will go? But and I'm also feeling that the way they did, the organization was also poor. I mean, the publicity wasn't that high. Before we know, this is the day for us to go to do an Ampadu's funeral. I mean, I didn't see them doing any interview or with any media house or something, talk about what he has done.
As in the family?
Yeah, the family and even the organizers. I think it will be the family and the state, because it's more like a state.
Barry, no, they agreed they were giving him a state barrier.
Yes, so
that's why he was given the state house for the.
Yes, yeah. So for that matter, the state should facilitate talking about this thing on media platforms. They have to send somebody to go and talk about it, and then this is where the documentary will be necessary. I mean, at this time they should be showing the things that he has done. Yeah, what he has done and all that, and that thing will push some people to go for the funeral. Maybe even at the funeral grounds, they will do something about him that people will get to hear how he was, the things that he has done and all that. But this one didn't happen, and I don't know when it will happen again. I mean, I was approached by the City Boys group, Adolfo, and they gave me a contract to just go through because somebody wants to do a documentary about him. So I think it's a good initiative that somebody wants to do something like that, and I'm going through the contract. After that, I hope something good will come out of it, and others should follow suit. Let's do something for them before it's too late.
So his achievements did not really go down well with the current musicians.
Yes.
Really, reason they are not paying attention to
yes,
who he has been.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Because this Ghana-Nigeria collaboration and all those things, Nana Ampadu is a key person in those things. So.
Yeah, and
but one of the best, the biggest collaborations ever between Ghana and Nigeria, Nana Ampadu did it.
Yes.
The Aman Away song.
Yeah, I think the
Aman
yeah, and then the driver too. I mean, almost all the stations in Ghana here, like the transport sector, every station that you go, that they have a public address system there, they will play that song. So I'm really surprised that still it didn't go the way we wanted it to go, but he has done enough for us to recognize him, and state barrier I think is befitting.
Well, we are still reading your messages, and maybe if you also have any suggestion or reason why an illustrious musician in Ghana, we will be seeing him off and it's dry, like dry. I just saw a video or two from my producer Lapiji, and from social media I've not seen anything, and I don't know whether it is something we should see. Cool. Kojo, you speak next on this, but let me read some new messages. Jackie Bwani says, if anyone is interested, please let's contribute to pay for Nana Reagan to go in February. Any amount to do, just a suggestion. Hey, Nana, where do you bantam? Okay. Any amount to do, just a suggestion. Now, Califim says, hey, then Richie and LPG are very good, oh, yeah. Gideon Body says, the studio looks Italian. Nana's funeral is very disappointing. The attendance very sad. And Fedapia says, Nana's body was kept too long at the morgue. That's why there is no hype. Even some may think he has been buried already. And Lou Beat says, good evening, everyone. Shouts to Lou Beat. Kojo, what do you think might be the problem, or what do you think might
exactly
be
the point I wanted to raise? That is what Fred Appiah said. The delay in burying him, you know, different days came up.
Yes,
and it was postponed. So when it happens like that, people lose track of even the day the man will be buried. And I got a lot of people who thought the man has been buried already. You see, so at a point, a date will be communicated that we will be burying him on this date, and it will be changed. The family will come back. I quite remember on Peace FM, the family came back with information to tell the public that they disregard the earlier date that has been posted, so they will come out officially. So all these things will contribute for people losing track of what the exact date will be, because how far the first one will go, probably the other one will not go there. So a lot of people will miss it. And also, I think the day is also a factor. Friday, we all know our funerals are done on Saturdays. And so by then, people are not going to work. And when celebrities like this die, it is not the real industry persons who makes it loud. It is the public who come out to show love. So though you will see some one or two industry people there, but if the general public, they make the thing very nice. So when you look at me, when I'm at Chimase, when Abu died, they buried him at Chimase, and the way people came there, the whole time, for the first time, we experienced traffic in our town. And you can yes, you have never you have never experienced what is traffic. But you could see from Santa Maria to, let's say, your studio here, cars are in queue. You can't even get because the human beings on the street alone.
That was a symbol of Memphis.
No, Pabobo.
Okay. Pabobo and Nana Kwame. Which one is a big name?
Nana.
So yes, that's why I want to do that comparison.
Yes.
So if Nana Ampadu is a big name.
Yes, and also, you see when some of these celebrities die, and you see the family members will be fighting for them to be buried in their hometowns. Some of these things also count, because they believe when you bring them in their hometown, even the township and the family alone will be an enough representation to give their family member a befitting burial. But some of us too think the people have lived all their lives here, so when you bury them here, and also to give them that state recognition. But I think the changes in the date played a role in there. And also, the latter days of Nana Ampadu's life, he was more of doing the work of God. You know, he was more of doing the work of God. And you can't...
He became an evangelist.
Exactly. You can't overrule that fact. Yes, he's a musician, but he didn't die in the act.
Are you sure?
As in,
but he was still performing.
Yes, as in when you compare someone like, let's say, the young ones, Ebony and all those guys. You see, the time they died, they were so active in the business. So definitely the hype will be more than somebody who is retired and not releasing new songs, but will fall on to the history and know that. And if even though you have retired and you are very active in the space, because his latter days here was more of doing the work of God.
Okay.
Although we will make references because we hear his songs and stuff, but when it comes to conversations about the business, you wouldn't hear him in there. Because right now, if, for instance, I'm not saying something bad, but if Amachi Dede is down now, Amachi Dede is still active. The buzz that will be around Amachi Dede wouldn't be as somebody who have retired or is not doing active music business now. So that is also a role. And thirdly, the Musicians Union of Ghana, they are not too... Musica isn't active. When Musica is active, anybody that is a member, whether young or old, if the person dies, the union will organize for people to come. So it doesn't matter if you just join the union and you don't even know the person that is there. What we say is that a member has fallen. So as a union, we are organizing about 100 people to go and represent. So definitely you have some of these young guys who are active and vibrant in there. But what do we see? The musician, you can't find the like of Sarkodie, Stoneboy, Shatta Wale, Kwesiata, Kwame, they are all not part of this union. They don't go for meetings and stuff. So how can the meeting even pull them there? It will be like, okay, they should willingly go. Yes, they all respect. They know Nana Ampadu doing Trey music. Kwame did a performance in his memory. So he's so much aware of such a legend. But what will motivate him to drive to the funeral? That is the point.
Okay.
He can just maybe say in their corner, oh, a legend has fallen, we salute the person. But what will even motivate them to even post on their Facebook channel or their Twitter channel and also go to the funeral? I think if Musica was vibrant, they would have done that. Definitely, I know they will organize some members there, but to see that huge representation of some of our top guys in there to pay respect to the leader. That is a point. So we have to make sure that, in as much as we have so many issues in our industry, there should be a way that we can organize ourselves. As a Shatta will call SAC. Oh, SAC. This today is Nana Ampadu's funeral. We have to. In fact, me, I didn't even know. I saw on Facebook. I didn't know that today.
I think I saw it whilst we were in Dubai that the weekend, this weekend was going to be the
exactly. So I just saw somebody post. I think Kwame Mickey posted it, and I was like, "Wow, today is the day." And so the euphoria and everything, as we said, if Musica was vibrant, they would have organized. I remember when Obo was there. When Atamios died, Obo was able to organize the guys to even compose a song. Because this is a man we call the Anyum to Four Hene.
Charlie.
I think some people did. Yes, Anyum to Four Hene of Ghana, who has released over 75 albums. He's the Ghanaian with the most albums.
Leading Lumba?
Of course.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
Nana Ampadu has most albums than any Ghanaian musician. So if you tag him as such, we expect a full representation from our musicians.
Well,
if not for nothing, a song that
let's see what will be happening in Kwau, because I hear after today they are going to Kwau to continue there.
Okay.
But if they did not do stuff here in Accra, I don't know how Kwau will be like. Kwau,
they meaning the funeral is tomorrow.
No, you see,
the funeral
it was
itself.
a state burial. But because of Nana's posture, they couldn't do everything here in Accra. So they decided to do today's version here in Accra. Then the body will be sent to Kwau for burial.
Oh, then I think the Kwau will be late. Yes, then I think the Kwau will be late. This will be more for official, for it to go down in the booth that he was given a state burial.
So body
he will be buried tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll be buried tomorrow.
Oh, then we have no cause to worry. Then we have to wait. I think by Monday. No, people won't come here, knowing well that the body will also be laid in state inside Kwau. No, and that will be the funeral proper.
Well, I don't know whether because what they did today is they laying in state.
But the man wouldn't be buried.
Is that?
He wouldn't be buried today.
So tomorrow, what they are going to do is the burial. Maybe
still, they will lay him in state.
I don't know how rich those who kept the body did it, but even if they did not do it so well, it means even tomorrow people not see his face in Kwau.
Okay.
They only see the body. Because if after keeping him throughout the day here in Accra, they go to do it again tomorrow, I wonder how it will look like. Yeah. Thanks, Kojo, though. But so we are still going to monitor how tomorrow will be like. Let me read some messages. Lumo Wisdom says, I just joined Brasami. Greetings to you and your panel members. What are you discussing today? We have a plethora of topics, too many of them, so you can join with your comments. And please like our video. We want you to hit the like button as well. Chemo says it tells YouTube to suggest it to more people. Now, Foster, Brasami, good evening to you all. But if I may ask, what did you eat in Dubai before you make puff like that? Oh, really? Now, Gideon Body says, what was the lion killer trying to do when the lady was doing the belly dance? We talk about that later. Frederick Apia says, Kojokin, Nana was doing more of politics than preaching the word of God. Frederick Apia says, he even came to France with Kwesi Ernest to do politics before he died. Charlie, God, and Lumo Wisdom says, what about Elder Mreku? How many albums does he have? Okay, that's also another question on Nana Ampadu being the artist with the highest number of albums released in the year or released in our music circles. Nana, we can take it over. Why do you also think we are recording low numbers like we are talking about?
Brasame, I think all the factors that Chemo and Kojokin raise are valid, and it might contribute to some of the things that we are seeing around Ampadu's funeral today. But the truth of the matter is that this has also exposed and cements some of the thoughts that some of us have about Ghanaians and how they celebrate their legends, the people that have come to, contribute to the country, a certain field in the country and all of that. It has really come to expose and confirm that Ghanaians are losing or have lost, if I'm allowed to use that, have lost that passion to celebrate people that are key and very important to the country. Me, I'm not surprised that Ampadu's funeral is like this.
You are not surprised?
No, I'm not. Because if for nothing at all, I still feel like the late Atamos, who is our first president that died on the seat, should still be remembered for something. If for nothing at all, the day that sudden events fell to all of us, like we should hold that day. Let's at least remember him for something. But we are not. Look at Lieutenant John Rawlings' funeral. He was given a state burial, but what can be said of that? It was like this is our revolutionist and then again a democratic president, right? But look at what we witnessed at even some point in the burial. We were discussing a certain woman that was controversy. That is where our focus was, instead of celebrating the man that we have lost, like a key member, a key Ghanaian that we have lost. We were talking about a certain woman we don't know from Adam. It has been like that. For the new schools, they would enjoy some of these things, especially if you are doing well with your career, what you are doing, and all of that. You are likely to enjoy the crowd and some of these things. Like you'll be everywhere if you die. But the likes of Ampadu, one, I think social media will not even be in favor of them, because most of these people that are active now in today's social media and all of that, they don't really relate to the Nanampadu kind of song, the history that is behind. If you mention Nanampedu's name, the history that comes with it and all of that, like people don't. And as they say, we are living in a very difficult time where if each and every one of us wake up from our beds, like we are thinking about survival. So some of these things, people easily come over it like quick, Charlie. Let's do something. Let's move on. So that is why I agree with Chemo and Kojo if they mentioned the late burial after keeping him for some time and all of that.
Are there some lessons to pick from what happened in the UK? Where the Queen died and within about 3
Yes, I think
the funeral was organized
brother,
we are done.
There are some key lessons that we need to pick, because I think with such people, when the news came about that he's gone, look at the commentaries. Everybody, like on social media, traditional media, everybody was active, busy talking about the man. Imagine if at that time, like his funeral was announced in some few days. You just close your eyes and imagine it. What would have happened? The number of people that will go to State House to celebrate or pay their last respect to him and all of that. But keeping him for that time where issues have come and gone, people are still looking for ways and means to survive in our, the hard economy we find ourselves in and all of that. Charlie, it's like these days when you wake up, it is not as if you don't love people or you don't have that sympathy for people when people lost their loved ones and all of it. But Charlie, you are likely to move on than to really say, okay, Charlie, let me hold this moment for this person. So I think the factors are too many. Me, one thing that I will really draw our attention to is the fact that with such celebrities, we shouldn't keep them at the mortuary for so long. We should just, if Queen Elizabeth can die and will be buried in some few days and then everything is done, why can't we do the same to our legends, our celebrities? Because a bar and a for so let's on our kind of sonane be a papa near and safe. But I also wish that Ghanaians should learn. I don't know how we are going to do it, but we should try as much as possible to find a rhythm to some of these celebrations. Okay. And we've lost it too. It is coming. It has a fear politics by a sports move. Now it is in our music. It keeps going on and going on and going on like that. When they league bonnet black start crab or match. Nothing. Like we've lost that feel, that energy. She says that let's go all out and make people know that we are also doing something. Something is happening. Let's make people feel it. Can call for taxi for ball. Yes, taxi for ball. Ping before the match, after the match.
All those things are dying.
Oh, we are losing. And I think that it should also set our leaders up. I think the politics of no results is becoming too much. The politics of no results is becoming too much. So people are, I say, each one for himself, God for us all. People are really thinking about themselves. People are really, really doing things that only survivor are happening and not what other people will think or what they need to do for other people. So our leaders should set up. There should be a wake-up call to them. Say there are some things that they need to do. I remember Timamuni to one mobile fellow. So nipa penimu we was say nyada jene celebrating. We was say yesterday too and more we man. But sa nyamana amba tembi and say and be some of these things from going forward from today.
Yeah.
That this is how we are obi no so yet or the Nibia will be also pay the dues. Why you be more minor? We cannot really celebrate or hold the person high esteem like we are seeing and Ampadu. For me, Kojo was saying say be channel in quote. Of course, locations there. Accra Hanomono and see it Miss Stampy be said in an I stampy a certain memories AC or Ebony 1 week celebration Arsenal.
Yeah,
it will if it doesn't that thing doesn't happen in Accra and even happen in Kwo. I mean it's Kwo, it is normal.
But even Nana's 1 week, how loud was it?
Like
it wasn't loud, if I remember. Nana's 1 week was not really loud like that. And it comes back to that thing that people say sometimes that it's Ghana worth dying for.
That is the thing. People are also losing interest.
Charlie.
That's the thing. People are day in day out. People are losing interest on some of these things. And
okay.
I mean,
well, is it?
He was scared for a year.
Nana died a year.
September 28th.
You mean
2021.
Okay, September 28th, 2021.
More than a year.
But why do we also do that in Africa? Or is it only in Ghana? Is it like that everywhere in Africa?
So sometimes, I think with Ghanaians, sometimes it depends.
I know 1 year.
It's the tradition.
What's tradition?
For all you know, you don't know the titles he hold.
No.
Kojo, aside COVID.
No.
Kojo, no. Aside COVID crap, sometimes there are certain titles that somebody might hold in his family, as like extended family, and it may affect some of these things.
I think the 1 year too is a factor. Foster Kovi says, Brasami, please work on the mic here, and I think I've seen some more comments on the mic. It has been worked on. My producers changed it, so I want to believe all will be fine. Our mics keep disappointing us from time to time. I don't know why. Nanapia is also telling us to work on our mic. We have done that. Gideon Body says, tomorrow they will do a viewing of the body in his hometown and then burial and traditional ceremony. My body na apron. I think I'm going to viewing. Professor Ankonam Rebel says, I'm very happy you guys are publicizing Ampadu's very well. I think Musica and the music fraternity haven't publicized this African music icon and high life legend. Dabi Noah says, please check your sounds very well. Your microphone is not clear. Thank you. And Frederick Apia says, Prof, you are right about that. Beyond Chemo has given us the love emoji. Lumot Wisdom says, the way this country chop hot, we wake up no la hassle. Survival levels in Kwan, everyone is going to find their daily bread. And Frederick Apia says, it is only in Ghana. Yes, it is only in Ghana that someone will die. We keep the body in a box for 1 year. 1 year. 365 days. Doing what exactly? Well, no matter what you do, you can never bring the person back to life. And you see, all these years or days or months that the person will be in the morgue, we are paying you. We are paying. Also because that's name. Also because they say every day you be paying someone to be doing this for 1 year. That money could have been used to build something in his honor. So that's why they got two guitars and an but no both guitar. This guitar they got to National Museum. Hey Charlie. No, when I Shatta Wale come on, yes, you know. So if any money will have once, Charlie, how are we thinking now? Well, we still have some more to talk about. And you see, until we change leadership and our style of doing things in Ghana or as Africans, we will be like this forever. Some people have designed how their country will be like in the next 50 years. And you are here keeping a body for 1 year in the fridge. For what? Who bet you carry? And who says more? Like I'm saying, buy Ampadu's guitar. Go and keep it in the museum. People will pay money to go and watch it. You could choose Dubai or Fabadi. Near who you 3D. How desert was like then. Oh, Charlie, you're blue. But still, you're moving on. Moving on, I want us to look at this topic as well. Sammy Rasta has said something on Black Sherif's new album. And thanks to Chemo was paying attention to the album. He was listening. Media, I still want to maintain that I've not listened yet. Because my arrival and settling down, yet. Maybe after today, I was okay. Now I have settled finally. And I'll be fine to listen to some of these things. But according to Sammy Rasta on CTV, Class Showbiz, one of our shows done on CTV, Sammy Rasta suggested that, or commented that, Black Sherif is losing a certain identity. An identity where Black Sherif will sing locally, come out with some energy, and he thinks that energy even attracted someone like Burna Boy to come to be part of what he's doing. But after listening to his album, he is not feeling that originality again. He's not feeling that energy in Blacko's songs again. And when that statement was made, it was just a passing statement he made. But interestingly, when we activated our phone lines, almost everybody was talking about it. The album is called The Villain That I Never Was. The Villain That I Never Was. That is the name of the album. We'll go listen to what Sammy Rasta said when we come back. Because I know yesterday, Kojo was even ready to give him a banter. As in, he did not agree with him on what he was saying. So I also listened to the views of Chemo and Nana Reagan. And as well you. But whilst you are watching, remember, I want to read from you. It is a live show. Like our video and share it with your friends as well. Tweet it and let people know that Sammy Flex and his team, they are back from the Dubai tour and doing the work of God on Sammy Flex TV here on YouTube. If it is your first time here too, then you should know that from Monday to Friday, we do Showbiz Daily. It's a discussion platform where we talk about our showbiz space. Online, we are the only platform doing this. Nobody does it better like we do it. Watch it. I'll be back.
Sammy, I don't know. I'm sure you're going to find time to review. Sammy, I don't know. I'm sure you're going to find time to review the album Black Sherif Fire. To me, it is a very good album. The writing skills and everything is on point. Delivery is on point. He's lacking something. I don't know. He's missing something. Like, listen. No, I'm coming to say it. No, I'm coming to say it. He's missing. It's just that you know how I constructed the sentence and I make.
What is he missing? Let me say. What is he missing?
The originality now, the rap industry, I think say now.
Say first sermon, second sermon.
Yes, the streets, related to the songs, I am wondering if the streets a lot can relate to this one because Osha album is almost 80% English. But near in Black will start
English meeting our Filas originality.
Yeah, you see, I dare be a honuma. The last time, I think, when we were on the platform, we actually talked about this thing. Sammy, how people know you is from your roots.
Yeah.
Burna Boy did not jump on Kwaku the Traveler or jump on second sermon, which is Asembebo as Otiase. No, Otiase.
If I started to impose and I
good. there is something original in his composition, how he was creating his choruses, and then how he was missing his verses. Oh, me check the numbers on YouTube. I have not checked the other platforms.
Okay.
The numbers on YouTube, the song that is leading now has that trace. Which is Oh Paradise. It has that trace of how he did.
I hear that song.
How he did Way with Abutra, how he did Golden Digger, how he did it has that.
I hear that song is really flying out of the album.
Has that. That trace.
Okay.
I'm not disputing his writing skills, but let my on your idea be said. Chinchina was a flow new songs in English and sign the word Ajinatu.
So that is the originality you think he's losing.
Yes, how he was composing his songs. As I say now, no official or international branding, so everything should go in English. And now
I'm sure most of his songs release will sure be decided with the label as well. First, maybe onunkwa betima kwashe baby action nyom are release.
Na label ne buy and na say na now see true.
I don't know, but now the moment they come in, the moment they come in, they are now going to decide with you. And if I soldier the crampo. If you listen to one interview, he said the label did not even want to add the song to the collection. He said something like that.
Utie first almost a greater percentage was in English.
See,
second sermon, you see,
go and sit down and listen to first sermon, second sermon, and then come and listen to how we're changing the writing skills
after first and second sermon. Don't forget, say Black will enya some international people.
What took him to that international appeal?
All right, so that was Class Showbiz, one of the shows we produce for CTV by Flex TV or by Sammy Flex TV. We are the producers of the show with Facebook Jatta as our chief producer there, and it is also part of our collection. So you can be watching more on this platform as well. So let me read some more messages before we go into the discussion. Like I said, Kojo was there. You saw Kojo wanted to put out a different thought from what Sammy Rasta was sharing, but because of time, we could not give him that time. Okay, Fred Apia says it is only in Ghana. Gideon Bwedi says Ghanaian tradition and culture must look at some of these things and change them. David Noah says it is only Ebony's funeral that went well in Ghana. Apart from that, all are like village wakekeeping. Roland Report says, how can you put someone in the fridge for 1 year? In the name of goddamn title he has in the family, he get title part with Elizabeth. Fridge for 1 year, he be tilapia. Nana Napia said, Brasami, when Nana Kwame Ampadu was alive, Ghanaians did not show him love with all that he did for the country. So now that is no more to find, and we can't bring him back to life if we visit there to cry. Okay. Yaflex says, Roland reports, I know one chief who died like 2 years ago that he's still in the fridge even till now. Wow. Theophilus Green has said, Brasami, today I realized something after Shatta Wale interview with Paul Adom on Good Evening Ghana. What I see. Okay, tell me what you're talking about. Foster Akpo said, Brasami, please, according to Black Sherif album, I really like the songs, but he sounds loud and local. Why? George Akoi says, I want us to ask why Ghana, the structure of the music industry is very terrible. Nana Ampadu should be monumentally celebrated, and none is done. Trust me, when Shatta is gone, they will see. Gideon Body says, the album is a solid project, but nothing extraordinary or special about it. This proves that having a record label and a distribution behind you is the most important thing to a musician's career. Now, Gina Efia says, I agree with Sammy Rasta, but Brasami, you are really looking great. I'm crashing on yourself. I see. Now, Gina Efia comes again and says, nice studio setup. Eva Diva says, good evening, everyone. Welcome back, Team Flex. Hey, Eva. Happy belated birthday. Whilst your birthday was on, we were busy. We were not even getting internet to post you when we are outside. So happy belated birthday from the team to you. Lumo Wisdom says, I've listened to the full album. I felt the same way, but I think because of the global appeal, he wants his message to be sent across the globe. Nanapia said, Brasami, I'll visit you when I come to Ghana because I'm a musician. I'll bring fire and new genre to the world. Now, Gina says, this fridge issue. Gideon Body says, Sammy Rasta has to understand that once you come under a label, you have to conform to their rules and way of what they want and how they want you to sing. And Gina, if yes, Nana smiles more, you are looking so serious. Okay. Nana Petigita ko Dubai. What Toma now? Best start yesterday was sent to this. Kojo, yes. So you were there and you wanted to come hard at Sammy Rasta the moment he started that discussion. What did you want to say? Get your mic and let me listen to you.
So Sammy was like, he's not. There's something missing in the album, and it's like Blacko is losing his originality, and he made mention of language, and so I was like, I've been a pundit, and also I've gotten closer to certain musicians. You know, some of us pundits we sit on radio and television, and we try to analyze certain songs, and at times we go like, there's something missing in the song. What thing? So I met some couple of musicians. They were like, when you say there's something missing in the song, what thing is missing?
Exactly
is it the missing? Is it certain tunes that are supposed to play? Is it that the words or something? So that we can learn from you. But when you generalize as something and you don't even know there's something that is missing, you make us confused. What vibe?
Oh, the vibe that comes with.
So that will be a personal feeling. So if I take you back to Plus FM when you were hosting AM Plus, I always send you message when pundits judge a song and then don't use the criteria because you gave them lyrics, composition, arrangement, beats, and there is personal feeling. So when you rate all these elements, maybe when it gets to personal feeling, you may rate the person low because you are not connecting to the song, which is normal. There are several songs that come from musicians that not every person that listen will love
like it, yeah.
Which is so understandable. So when you don't give us these terms, because maybe the song, how it was mixed was okay, the arrangements was solid, composition, lyrics and everything on point, but you can't relate. So when you break it down, then we can really learn. And the musician can even sit down and say, okay, next time, I think people are scoring me low on arrangement. So let me work on my arrangement. Let me work on my lyrics. Now, back to the matter that Blacko is now singing in English and is even slurring, and what gave the energy to the street. He feels that he doesn't feel that in the same song. I know Sammy is not maybe I don't know, but I think he's not a writer, as in music, a songwriter. And you see the originality that he made mention of. If he could have explained what Blacko's originality is, then we can know that he is drifting from it. But as we speak, I don't think Samuel Rasta knows.
I'm sure he was talking language. From the way he said it, he was talking language. And you see, let's all come to this realization. When you are speaking English and when you are speaking Twi, it comes to two different energies.
Yes, how to express yourself.
Yes, because of the emotions involved in it. If you speak Twi, it comes with higher emotions than if you speak English. And I think Sarkodie has been talking about this all this while. When people tell him why he doesn't rap in English, he tells you when he does it in English, the emotions are always missing. And let's be very honest, if you listen to Sarkodie's latest song, The Labadi, you feel the same thing. Because in The Labadi, he did more English. And you did not feel like the Sarkodie in it. Let's all be honest. And where the discussion is going to, and we have to go international, we have to do it in English, some of these things, we will be feeling it until we become used to it, I'm sure.
You see, this English thing, if we want to debate and go like, somebody has to sing in Twi before you cross borders, we will delay for long. I'm telling you, Ghana is an English-speaking nation. In fact, anybody who is coming to Ghana,
but don't drift. Still on Black.
I won't drift. Anybody who is coming to Ghana will check and see that Ghana is an English speaking nation, and we want to come here. But why are we running away from that fact? The point is, if it's about language, then I don't think he even understand who Blacko is. Which song? Let me ask you a question. Which song put Blacko out?
The sermons.
First and second.
The sermons, yes.
Let him go and check first sermon and see if there's no much English in there.
No, but the hooks.
It's not about the hooks.
No, Kojo. Don't do that.
Okay, what are the hooks?
The hooks, that's so the songs were all done in tree.
Was
that not what we saw Burna Boy singing? Is that English?
But okay, so you are now limiting it to only just the hooks.
Kojo,
what about the other part of the song?
No, we are asking what made the song big.
So that would be you. It's not about just the hook. It's not just about the hook. You can't tell me it's just Blacko's. The way people are falling in love with Blacko is just the hooks. What is Kwaku Pimpon the assembly about? It is about the guy. What the story the guy is talking about.
How do people even call that song? Is it not Kwaku Pimpon?
What I'm trying to tell you, beyond that, just that Kwaku Pimpon, what are some? If that alone is what is drawing all the attention to Blacko, then I'm telling you, it's not that alone. Look at the things the guy is talking about. Yes, it's a hook. Every hook in music, yes, the hook normally sells because people can't even understand or decode the verses. But when we are talking about the language, and you tell me he's drifting because now most of his songs are done in English, then I want to refer you back that. Go and listen to his old songs. Roll it tight and I'm dazing. Odimeka, come and pay me. Because life on the streets, one line English, one line tree, next line English.
So now is he doing it like that?
Why do you want him to do it like that?
No, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. You
see the problem. He is not the one who would dictate for the artist. And and that's why I asked, what is Blacko's originality? Can Sammy describe Blacko's originality? Blacko's originality has never been he singing in local language. The guy is telling a story about himself. So go and listen to all his songs. The Villain I Never Was. Go and listen to all the tracks and listen to what the guy is saying, whether he has drifted. Listen to first and second sermons. Listen to the sorry. What sound? The style. Style is still the same. Style is still the same. Maybe he is not feeling it. That's why I felt that Sammy's problem was just personal feeling. And I'm not surprised that many will feel same. One thing they also have to understand is that now, after first, second sermon, Blacko is no more the guy you think you know. The guy is signed onto a label. He's working with science and data. So when you sit in your corner, when Kwaku the Traveler was released, how did it go? Look at the reception globally. What were the factors? What were the feedback? Now he will sit down and collect. Why is KTT flying high? If I saw a lot of Nigerian bloggers and social media people saying that now we can feel it, we can understand whatever Blacko is saying. And one thing I love is reactions. I go on YouTube midnight and I watch how world over people were reacting to the song and breaking it up because now they can understand whatever they are saying beyond just the lyrics.
So you want to disagree with Samuel?
And also, if Blacko is making all the monies, making all the numbers from the kind of songs he is doing now, what do you think he will pay attention to? Is it your personal feeling or what is working for him?
I know. Thank you, Kojo. And let me read this one from WhatsApp. It says, talking of Nane's funeral, it is sad how our legends are easily forgotten when they die. That being said, I believe Gamro, Ministry of Creative Arts and Tourism, and all stakeholders should come together and put up an audiovisual museum dedicated for music and movies where their works can be shown on screen so that they can still be remembered when gone. Kwaku Sammy from Worcester, Massachusetts sent this one. I read this from WhatsApp. Now let me go on to YouTube proper to read some more messages. Okay, I've seen it here. Okay. Yeah, Flexes, please. I like the video. Okay, like the video. And say, honestly, I think I agree with Kojo to some point because Blacko has some vibe and that attracts the street more. And what is making Paradise trend is the story and not the hook or chorus. Now, Tilly Ousi says, emotions don't really sell the product. The beat and rhythm and understanding of the lyrics all count. Blacko's album is good. It is a typical and original Blacko. Pen game and vibe is a typical Blacko vibe. Okay. Nanapia says, I love Black Sherif when he blends with Tree and English than when he sings all in English. Okay, let's go to Chebo. Let's go to Chebo. Let me listen to what Chebo's contribution will be on Sammy Rasta's observation on Blacko's song. Yes, Chebo.
Very interesting. I think there's a bit of different style when you compare the sermons and what is coming now. I get some difference in there.
Okay.
I don't know how people feel, but when you consider the album, there are a lot of songs that have a similar vibe from him. I mean, the writing style, everything is similar in that sense. But I would take the sermons out of that style. But you get a little bit of it in the Kwaku the Traveler and then Soja.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like he's progressing to some certain kind of vibe.
Okay.
When the first sermon was more like, okay, now you can do more dancing, you can shake more, and then the second sermon, then the dancing was a little bit low, and then we came to Kwaku the Traveler. Then you see more like now the storyline is coming.
Okay.
Yes, and then the same thing happened to Soja. That one too. It's more like the story. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. And then when you go for there's another one, the Konongu Zungu. It's more about the story. He's telling the story. So it's not you can't use it to dance or anything. Just follow the story. And then you come for Paradise, which is my favorite now. Like I like the kind of vibe in there, and it's also a story about somebody who is dead and all that. Then you get that feeling. But I agree with Sammy to some extent. That is looking at the first sermon, second sermon coming, you could see a change. And maybe Sammy is not loving that change.
Yeah.
I may disagree with him that, well, let's see what will happen to this one too. But yes, I mean, for that difference, I've seen it. Comparing first sermon, second sermon, coming.
So he is yet to meet the change.
Yes. He's yet to get the change from the sermons to now. But for me, yes, I can clearly see the difference when you compare first sermon, second sermon coming. But you can get the common theme in there. That is, he's telling a story. He's telling his story. So just follow and get the vibe from there. So it's more like a vibe song, maybe for those who can, I mean, drink things. You you just get one beer in front of you, and then you just and then soak yourself with the songs and feel it. I think the problem with the language will be the kind of people that he appeals to. Like now he may be changing from that with the Konongu Zongo vibe. They may not want English too much, and they will still want to feel the song and all that. So it may take some time for some people to get it. I mean, some of these songs, that's how it is. You have to listen to it more than once to get the vibe, before you get the vibe. Especially when it is not in tree, like the first sermon and the second sermon. That one you get one hook and then you go with it. But in this case, no, you have to listen to it more, and more so because it's a story that you have to follow. You will not get the vibe just from listening to it for the first time. Like I think what is working for Paradise, the story about the young lady dying and all that. I think because of the story behind it, and now people are even digging.
And even with that, he did more tree in there.
Yes, there are tree in there.
Yes, I don't know if you listen to it.
Yes, for instant hit or for people to get it instantly like that, then the tree line should be strong enough for people to just go with it from the beginning. And in fact, because it's an emotional song, if it was in tree, then the emotion will be deeper and
Expressed.
stronger than what it is now. But still, let's wait and see how others, especially people outside Ghana, will also get it. I mean, it's a world platform, and he's trying to appeal to everybody, anybody at all over the world. So we should just give him the time. I mean, for those who don't like the new ones coming, you can still vibe with the first sermon and the second sermon, and others will also take the rest.
Have you been satisfied with the appeal for Soja?
Soja,
well, I still want us to rope in the Soja vibe into what Sammy Rasta is saying, because I know it is all part of what Sammy Rasta is talking about.
If I'll compare, and then it's not yet there the way I want it to be. The way I got the first sermon, for instance, it was crazy. I mean, even in this,
I remember
office,
you loved that song.
I was saying something about it, but this one is like, it's a good song, but okay. So like, I'm not in it like
deeply.
that as but sometimes it will take time for it to get to you, so I will still give him the benefit of the doubt, and let's see what happens.
That's perfect. And Chemo also talked about something that let's see how the international market will also embrace it. But then again, I wanted to ask that, are you not supposed to conquer your local market before the international market?
Yeah, that's the best. I mean, if you want to minimize your risk, that's the best. Go with your local people and then hit international market. At that point, you have strong numbers behind you. But you can also take the risk and then go for the and then go for the ultimate. Sometimes it will work. But that one, if you fall or if it doesn't go the way you want it to go, then it's hard for you to come back, because when you come back home, you don't have people to push it the way you want it to be. So the risk is higher in this case, and I think Empire will also influence that kind of risk. So let's see what will happen.
All right, thank you so much. Some of your new messages. Miss Baby Loved says, I agree with Kojo. When people react and don't understand what Blacko says, they move on or just deal with the sounds most of the time, which is a miss. Blacko can add captions to the lyrics he put out. Gifty Abalo says, welcome back, guys. Thanks, Gifty. Eva Diva said, when it comes to good music, I personally think language has no barrier. Either way, he sounds good. I like some Nigerian music and I don't even understand what they are saying. Tilly also says, with my first submission being said, there wasn't anything extraordinary about the album. It was Blacko being Blacko at his best. Tree and English, everybody can relate and understand. Nanapia says, Blacko is super talented and he knows what he's doing and where he wants to go to as well. Nanapia earlier wrote that I love Black Sherif and when he blends Tree and English. Okay. Nana Regan, let me also get your opinion about Sammy Rasta's observation on Blacko's new collection of work.
I think Sammy should have made his argument simple, that he's not feeling the vibe, the English vibe. I'm an English-dominated song vibe. He should have just made it simple like that, because if he's talking about style, then he's missing, because Blacko have never switched style. It is the same Black Sherif. You will feel it. Maybe the Soja song is not his kind of song. I've always been saying that, you know, songs drops and sometimes they are just not your kind of songs. In fact, sometimes it has to take a certain people, or maybe a group of people, to vibe with the song for you to watch videos and feel like, let me also cast. I've personally added some few songs to my playlist on Audiomack and Spotify just because of how people reacted to the songs.
Okay.
Yes, maybe right from the day that it was dropped, I did not really feel it like, but when somebody picks it up and he does something with it, I catch the vibe. So it may be, Soja might not be your kind. Some of us, it is our worship songs in the morning.
Soja, eh?
Yeah, we use it to worship, like, you know, morning devotions
to start
and all
your
that,
day.
to start my day. You know, you play Soja and then it just
gives you the energy.
Yeah, you know, you meditate small and then you step out. You understand? So if it is your kind of song like that, then you will not see any switch of style, or maybe somebody, maybe Blacko trying to I mean, miss his identity or style or anything Sammy was talking about. I think that the only difference is the Blacko who is now maybe dominating his lyrics with English and not the more of English that we have known him to be. People should also understand that Blacko is on a journey, and at every chapter of that journey, things will change. Don't expect Blacko to be doing Koku Frimpon, the assemblable vibe or style only. If that is your expectation, then you are definitely going to be disappointed. He is on a journey. At each point in time, he gets on another level, and that level will come with certain demands, certain things that you need to add up, certain things that you need to do to get to the next level. So there will definitely be some added elements or spicy things to make the products that he is putting out come out very, very good. Just understand that he is on a journey, and he will be opening new chapters to you. This is a new chapter of Black Sherif, as compared to the Koku Frimpon, the first sermon and the second sermon that we've known him for. This is another new chapter. What is in the chapter that we need to point out or talk about? Are we talking about bad sound? Are we talking about bad production, mixing, or whatever? If we are checking all of these things as 100% or good, then I don't think the switch in maybe language should be a problem to us. If he's getting everything right with his lyrics, his composition, the way sound have been produced and all of that, if he's getting everything 100%, then we should be thinking about the journey that he is on, instead of limiting ourselves to our individual expectations, like what we have known him for, expecting that he doesn't even move from there until nothing is happening. Ghanaians are like that. I keep saying this thing on this platform. Ubabo, a higher do, and if you don't take it, Ghanaians will switch your mind to, if you give us any different other thing, we are not going to enjoy, apart from anything in line with a higher. So you want to share, you'll be forced to be producing songs and trying to force to match up with that monster hit that
if that is what the people like, why change? Because me, that thing, for instance, you see the example you are giving, it affected Bisakade's music for me. When Bisakade was giving us Mansa and all those things, and social media person, and now they be out there one way on your a year, he tried to change. A collaboration be boom. And Antimia may blow. So yes, if this is what how the people want it, why change? Your music lovers, the people who accepted you
Kojo,
how many are they saying?
You see, aside where he wants to get to with his songs, like the people he wants to reach out to and all of that, I think that what Brasame is pointing at is even so different from the kind of experience Blacko is giving us. With the likes of the observation that Brasame made about Bisakade, I have made same observations, and I have even said that if I'm managing any artist, and sometimes when you hear Ghanaians and away way to do, and away now and then on no, they are lying. If you switch, that will be your end. That's a trap. So it is not about. I think Blacko is still holding on to the star that people love. Locally, they love that star. Like I'm saying, because Sammy disappointment now the switch of language now chi brofu chi sanya mana now he thinks that Blacko's song it is going to hit more at the international level, like new audience and not his usual audience where people will be jumping to it everywhere, and so that is where I want to understand Sammy from. But a lot of people to have different understanding to when it comes to some of these things. So the example that you are giving, it is different, Urasame. It is different from trying to be in the same hit song elements and your ukita identity, ukita style. Okonfo Kwade has a unique style. Like or dropping in your mouth and say this one there's no argument or debate, it is coming from Okonfo Kwade, but he changes the stories. He tells you, he gives you some different vibe. You understand? So the moment you switch your vibe, maybe whether they are trying to force you to speak English and all of that, that is where you be caught by that trap. No? Okay. It be zakede in the sanity olusu sawenu of saying, okay, Charlie, this is my strength. This is what's like me echo. So the criticisms and other things are comments are come, but let me look at it and know say ahana me pese still na me ahana mo na me pese me ko ha and no Messi and okodi anuechi and a sa. So on any situation they different, but Blacko is still Black Sherif. He's still in his element. The same, so he has not switched. I think said the only thing is the language dominated lyrics. Okay. No.
All right, guys, thank you so much. And some of your new comments here. Yaflex says, I do same. I play Soja like almost every morning, but from the beginning, I didn't like it because I didn't really understand it. And Nana Pia says, Sammy Flex TV is the best. All right, guys, thank you so much. Now, I think we have some two topics. Let's see how best we can match them up before we leave here. Tomorrow we will be working, so we have to close a little early. Fact is, Shatta Wale's interview with Poladum Oche is still trending. He talked about so many things that I'm sure on this platform we have even discussed some of them. But one of the things he did that I enjoyed, and I want to say thank you to him for, was the endorsement of our platform, that is Sammy Flex TV, Showbiz Daily, Sammy Flex Speaks, Lappy G's lyrics review and reaction, and almost everything we do here on this platform. Because he said he loves Sammy Flex TV and he watches Sammy Flex TV the most compared to the rest of the channels. And again, he even said that he thinks we are doing what is right in our industry. I know some people would disagree. Our haters will disagree, but we don't mind. Yeah, haters disagree, we don't mind. But we also want to say thanks to Shatta Wale for endorsing us, because that was a well-watched program, well followed, and that endorsement came right. Now, I'm going to play the video and ask my people what it means to us, what it means to our delivery, and how others will also see it. Because I want to be very honest here. I know someone will argue that, oh, it is because Sammy Flex TV and his guys, they have been pampering Shatta Wale. That is why Shatta Wale will feel comfortable and think we are the best. But has it always been like that? Or really and truly, we are doing something right? Because in this world, sometimes when you are doing something right, nobody will even tell you. They'll make you feel like you are not doing anything. They will make it like, oh, unyobia. But for someone to come out openly, because I know Paul Adomoche, as the host, was even putting some names in the lips of Shatta Wale to even admit that, yeah, some people were also doing right. But he still maintained his position that to him, it is Sammy Flex TV and the guys on the platforms, they are doing so well. Watch it. And after that, we will now do our reviews in Dubai. I'll be giving you the activities, what we went to do there, how the experience was, and maybe take advantage or opportunity to announce our next trip. Registration starts now. To be part of the next trip, the registration starts now. Then we can start planning. Watch Shatta's interview with Paul Adomoche. Credit to Metro TV. When we come back, we will do some more.
Certain people at that sector that need to go away. You understand me? I think government is not paying attention to the certain people at that sector that need to go away. You understand me? I think government is not paying attention to the music and the effect it's having on Ghana. This year we're going to.
So you can't find one good media person, music blogger. You can't find one.
No, if I would talk, maybe somewhere like maybe Sammy Flex TV. You understand me? These are people I listen to them because and the rest are online. You know.
But you've been on the Dusty show.
Yeah, but I've been telling him all the problems. He doesn't just listen. He's been here before.
But you've been on Abuaje's show. What's it, George Quay?
No, I've not been on George Quay's show.
You've been on Joy FM, George Quay, Saturday afternoon. You've been. Sometime
back. That was long ago.
Yeah. Why, you don't like George Quay too?
No, George Quay is my.
The Dusty show.
Yeah, but I've been telling him. Oh, if I would talk, maybe somewhere like maybe Sammy Flex TV. You understand me? These are people I listen to them because and the rest are online. You know.
But you've been on the Dusty show.
Yeah, but I've been telling you all the problems.
Okay. But why was Paul Adomoche trying to bring in other things?
Paul knows a lot
lot of platforms, so he's just trying to remind Shatta. You know, sometimes when you are
no, Shatta has told you what he likes. Why you are now going to suggest this?
Sometimes when people come here for interviews and you are go like, mention your top 5 artists, and then the person mentions 5, then you go like, so this person is
okay, now so since you have the mic, let's continue from there. What does it mean to the platform, and how will the industry take it?
I think this is an eye-opener to anybody that have still not admitted or realized that this platform, I mean, it's very, very huge. And we also have the men. When Akufo-Addo said we have the men, he was referring to Showbiz Daily.
He was referring to Sammy Flex TV. That we have the men. Some are international.
We have the men, though. I think, I mean, for Shatta Wale to, you know, mention Sammy Flex TV on such a platform, I mean, it should be an honor to all of us. It should also inspire and encourage us to do more or to learn more, so that people like him would still give us that flowers to say we are doing very, very well, or contributing our quota to the industry. I mean, I am happy that he did not miss the mentioning of Sammy Flex TV when that opportunity presented itself. I mean, if Shatta should have missed it, then it would have been something that all of us would have had opinions to, or would have shared certain commentaries to. But for the fact that he really, and I know, I'm not surprised, because sometimes when I check on Shatta's Snap, sometimes even his songs on God, and some other songs that he has released recently, I keep telling people, he watched this show, he picks 1 or 2 things from this show and he uses it to write his lyrics. I've been telling people when I meet that, your favorite artist, they watch us, where they pick things, where they think they do in a song. So it should me, I don't think that it should make us pride, like put pride in us, but rather it should motivate us for us to learn more, and not even look down on the others that maybe he did not mention their names. It should only tell us that we are on a journey that will collectively bring a certain good to the industry, because that is what we aim at doing. We are looking at tackling issues or addressing issues that will collectively bring some gains to the industry, and not just individual. Maybe Shatta Wale, they don't mention a certain platform because it feels like the individual interest agenda on such platforms are too many. You understand? Maybe here he will watch us because he feels that when he's watching us, he sees Nana Reagan, he sees Sammy Flex, Chemo, Kojokin, and all other pushing an agenda, an industry agenda. So that is what he would want to associate himself. And I am not surprised, because if you've been somebody that have followed Shatta Wale for so much long, you will know that most of his agenda is for a collective purpose. And not just individual based on what somebody wants to achieve within the shortest period of time, or what somebody wants to get and eat now, today, and not even think about tomorrow. So that is what will motivate him to mention that. And personally, I want to say, I mean, big ups to him for making people feel that some of the things that we are doing, we are doing it right. So
all right, big ups to Shatta Wale for real. Yes, Kojo, what does this also mean to you? Shatta's endorsement on Metro TV. Good evening, Ghana, with Paul Ademochi.
Yeah, simply put, Shatta is a grateful being.
Yeah,
he's somebody who,
I like this point too,
acknowledges what the little people do for him, and for that one, you can't take it away from him, because I think your relationship with him doesn't come today; it goes way back. Yeah, and it shows that mutual respect for each other. He knows that anytime Sammy is even speaking about his issue, whether being negative or positive, the kind of respect. Even when we disagree with him, we don't go insulting his personality. We register our differences.
In fact, it was one of the points I want us to come clear on, where people think maybe on this channel we don't hate Shatta Wale.
No.
But they are missing it.
Of course.
In fact, this channel we hate Shatta Wale.
But personally, I've been attacked because of some
I
of
know.
the
On this channel we hate Shatta, but some people might say that some of them more pampano. Like that notion people have.
No. So we've this. Is that not here that I condemn certain things that he did, that he said I'll be Togo police.
Yeah.
But the difference is with other platforms is for us to maybe insult him, go attacking his personality, calling him names.
You will not permit that.
That is not necessary. But he does so many things that myself I'm not in support of. And when it comes on topic, I will definitely let him know that I'm not okay, or this is not the right thing to do, but not to disrespect him. So I'm not surprised that he will mention, but it tells you the kind of person Shatta Wale is, that when he sees that somebody is also appreciating the kind of things he is doing, he will also put you
as a top priority.
Exactly, and that show was being watched by many people. So to mention us on there, so the host was trying to give you certain platform that he feels is so loud, that is even free to air channels and stuff. But mine was still like, no, this is what I watch, and I was expecting the host to talk about the platform,
what makes him like it.
Exactly, because you asked from the conversation earlier, Shatta's statement were to make you feel like nobody is getting this right in the industry. So you put a question that is that not even one. So that one becomes something special.
Yeah.
So if the person mentions a name, you need to find out what makes that name right, or why he mentioned that name, so that they can be okay. Shatta will give you reasons why he loves that platform. Then that can be something that others will look on. But to just let this slide and rather interested in calling other names that he didn't mention, I think he missed it there. Yeah, so yeah, Shatta, that interview was a beautiful interview, a lot of revelation. That was typical Shatta Wale. And I was happy how the presenter also came to his level to let the conversation flow. It also tells how experienced for Adam Oche is, because this is not his kind of interviews.
Yeah, but he was able
but
to.
Hey, on the day he even did well than most of some of our guys, because this was a general interview that cut all sectors. He took Shatta through all the sectors, from showbiz, from governance, politics, everything, and it was a beautiful interview. Yes, that's typical of Shatta. He will make the news. He will floor. He will make sense at a point.
At a point,
be nasty and say all those stuff. Yes, and that is all part of it. At the end of the day, I know some of those things will trend, but some of the salient points that he made out there, I think that one will also be taken note of. And I believe Paul Adomochi also loved that interview because of the insight and other things that came,
and the response,
and he's even getting from it. So Shatta, thank him for putting that. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big endorsement.
It's a really big deal. It's not just a joke. It's not something light. It is a big deal, because as real as Shatta is, he will not pamper anybody. If it is A, he will say it. If it is B, he will say it. So for him to say that, it means he and his a level of experience. One thing I keep saying, that some of these our musicians, they have learned a lot. We shouldn't see them as they don't know anything, because for nothing, the kind of exposure they get from traveling, meeting other people, the kind of conversations that they have, it has enlightened them. And that one, it doesn't need to do a 4-year, a 6-year degree at the university to get. This is a direct meeting a top guy in business, and the guy tells you do A, B, C, D, and this thing will be done. And you also come and do A, B, C, D, and it is done. That experience it supersedes somebody going for university's education for 5 years. After that, you have to practice. So we should respect them when they also come and they make certain statements. Yeah, definitely. When it doesn't go well, we also come back and also.
All right, thank you, Kojo. Let me read fresh messages. Chemo will wrap up on that. Then we do our Dubai reviews. Flex says, how did I even miss that show? This is a great endorsement, oh. Lloyd Abiemo says, God richly bless Sammy Flex TV. And Fidelis Osara says, hello, guys. Evander Rhyme says, highway. Flex, the Nana, you have said it all. I'll buy you Fanta. Why? Eva Diva says, the best, no be lie. As in Sammy Flex TV be the best, no be lie. Frederick Apia says, the truth is, you people criticize and explain what should be done right, but the others don't. They only criticize and move on. I work some shows and at the end learn nothing. Dana Apia says, GOG is coming on the highway on 17th October 2022, SM for life. Eva Diva says, Shatta is loyal, SM for life. Lloyd Abiemo says, pam, 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 pam. Tilly Ozi says, Frederick Apia, I agree with you. That's Sammy Flex TV. They talk about the good and they talk about the bad as well. Chemo, wrap up on that and let's do the reviews on Dubai.
They have said almost everything, and what I'll add is this is a big deal. It's a big deal coming from Shatta Wale. And one thing I've realized about Shatta Wale is that he's also a learner. He learns. I mean, based on the things that he says after watching our show, you can clearly see that no, this guy he's not joking at all. When he's watching you, he's learning something. In fact, he's observing things. So when you listen to his commentary,
I'm sure he said that on the show, right?
Yeah, when you listen to his commentary, then you know that the guy, he wasn't just watching him. Yeah, then you know that he's not just watching, he's picking things, and he can give you a commentary for you to know that wow, this guy is really watching us. So we thank him for that. I mean, it's not simple for people to just watch you and not just watch you, learn something from what they are watching, and even give commentary after watching you. So we will thank him for that. And he has the mark of a successful person. I mean, if you want to be successful in life, these are some of the things that you have to do. You watch things and then you give your observation objectively. I mean, people may say that sometimes we pamper him and all that, but even us, we haven't had it easy the way they want it to be. In fact, or no we trouble.
Sometimes.
Today,
for I've seen his comment on Facebook. About the stories.
Even yesterday.
I've seen his comment on Facebook. So, your caption is some way.
So he understands. Like, I mean, that's how it is. I remember talking to him one time, and he said, "You Chamo, you be battery full charge. You be negative and positive." So like he observes and know that okay, this is how it is. He may not be happy with everything we see, but he acknowledged that that's how it is.
I pray that we continue to do it like that. Because like they say in our Kan language, the ultra sudden
yes.
So I pray that we continue to critique him with respect.
And
that's what Kojo said.
Critique
him, but add respect to what he has become. Because it's not easy to be him.
Not at all. Not at all. So we thank him for endorsing us in such a manner. Even at a point that the person who was asking for the name got it, but still ignore the name. Proceed to ask other questions, which were at that point irrelevant, because the guy is telling you that
this is what I like.
This is what I like. In fact, I listened to these people, and you didn't even find out why he listened to us or something like that. And but this is good. This is a big endorsement, and we thank Shatta Wale for it.
Well, thank you guys, and once again, I also want to add that Shatta, we appreciate this endorsement, and as humans as we are, just as the teeth and the tongue even disagree sometimes. I know we will disagree. I know we will disagree on countless occasions, but it is for the good of you and for the good of the industry as well. So when a disagreement comes, come fighting. We also come back with responses, and it should be done with respect and decorum, like we keep saying all the time. And Nana Pia says, whenever I put a pen on a paper to write a song, Brasami and his pandits, names first sound in my head and telling me that, hey, think deep. Chemical Me says, Sammy Flex, I need to get in touch with you. No problem. My number is on the screen. Feel free and get in touch and let's vibe. Tilly Ozi says, Sammy Flex and crew, you are the real MVPs. You criticize and offer solutions. Shatta Wale gives credit when and where it is due. That is very true. Okay, so at this stage, Richie Flex will just be flashing every video we've given to him from Dubai, and my people will be doing the commentary. I know Nana Regan will not say much because he wasn't there, but he can ask questions. Yes, he can ask questions, and we will give him answers because I can see he started booking his ticket for 2023 already. Aha. So Chamo, how was your experience? I hear yesterday Mukambi. Yes, CTV, but how was the experience with the tour? At least I experienced the Kakra on the other video on Sammy Flex TV in Dubai. But how was the tour for you? The tour, or better still, tourism in Dubai. Let me put it even that way.
Amazing.
It will sound good. Tourism in Dubai.
Amazing. One word, amazing. It was a great experience, and it will be good for anybody at all. If you have the means, you have to at least visit Dubai.
I like
once.
the structure too in Dubai.
Yeah, and a lot of
beautiful,
them, beautiful structures. Yes,
museum.
And you see a lot of things, and the experience that you get going through the system is amazing. I mean, and you will always be doing compare and contrast.
Charlie, when you said right, yeah, person could just me see person me calls be paid any di. Not me yako be enko. Me and no tell me see me trust me ear got pum. What is happening?
And one thing is it's an organized space.
Yeah,
I mean organized space.
Bibiada
a lot of cars, but
even traffic
almost traffic now musungu say traffic muno. Na odwene ho na odwene Ghana traffic ho na you know said no. A lot of things there. And when they are driving to, it's in their head.
Oh, so this is Chamo. Chamo was
serious swimming.
Walking in the river. This is Chamo.
Kumasi I was swimming. Easy. Yeah, the experience was nice, and especially at the Atlantic water park. I think it's Obia Dubai. Please tell them to take you there. You really enjoy it. Even if you can't swim, you will find a way to do one or two things, and you enjoy it. I mean, it's nice. Really nice, and I loved it.
Which of the tourist sites did you enjoy most? Which of the sites did you enjoy most?
For now, I would say Atlantis water park.
Okay.
I mean, that place, I mean, is serious. The things, the feel of doing something, like the activities that you go through, you feel so good after everything, and it's nice. And my observation too about the whole city, I mean, when you are moving with any driver at all, they will tell you that this is the speed limit.
Yes.
And I won't go beyond it.
Yes. No matter how hurry you are.
Yes. Because they will give me a fine. A fine there. In fact, Ghana for no more whether Obia Koha or TBA a fine. Oh yeah, because you be fine. It's like they are so alert about it.
Yes.
Like if you are in discipline, you know that you get a fine, and they will tell you, they will keep on reminding you that you get a fine. I remember when we were going for the last bit, the camp.
Okay.
The driver taking us to the place. At some point, this guy was going like
a little slow.
Yeah, for us it was slow. So we asked him, so can't you go a little bit faster? I was say, look at the left side. There's a camera there.
So there is no police guy standing anywhere.
No police guy on the roadside. But or no, I say when you go beyond this limit, then you will get a message right there and then. Because they have connected every car. I think the registration, everything to the system in the city. So immediately you offend, then you get ping on your, you get an alert that you have to pay this fine, and nobody will chase you for the fine too. Nobody will chase you for it. I mean, I never saw any policeman like the real policeman, but just that I saw some cars that they see that they are inside. They don't even come out from the car. Almost say inside though, and so Jimmy. And then the church said the system is working, and you will be disciplined based on the fact that people will enforce the law on you if you go contrary to that. And that's what everybody needs. I mean, for them, they don't practice democracy, but I think.
All right. So the scene on the screen now is the yacht party.
Yeah.
That is the party we had in the boat with some Ghanaians and some Nigerians, because it was 1st October. That is Nigeria's Independence Day. So Ghanaians came out and we had over 100 people in the yacht. It was supposed to do about 90, but it's in Ghana for no. Yeah, you're overloading. You're overloading yacht.
Yeah, bro. So.
Baby,
and Omoya Krana, you still get it. Say Omo who say no, we are going against the law, and people are aware of it, and they will be saying it. Omunim said no, way there, yeah. Ghana ha obi be facing traffic, without even thinking twice what will happen to you. But for them, even if they are misbehaving, they know that no, something may happen to me if I continue like this.
That's true.
And this is an organized place, and Chemo with his yacht from
Chemo yacht not
it's a nice feeling.
I know, right? Yeah, I know.
Baby, I'm up for this. Baby, and then media bro. So agenda, yeah.
Chemo, you know, Konyano
agenda. Every day agenda.
How would you also talk about experience? How would you compare your experience? So this was Kojo on the yacht. Kojo was sitting on the yacht and doing tuno. Yeah, so a 360 view of what you see when you are on the yacht itself, and that was Kojo King there as well. Kojo, yes, which was also your best place?
Yeah, that was a very memorable event. A memorable trip that will last for many years because of the experience.
Exactly.
If you want me to pick my places, I think Atlantis will do because of the activities there.
Okay.
Because those activities is something that you are partaking in it. Like the drive on the safari, you are being driven. So you are just experiencing what is happening. But when you go to Atlantis, over 105 activities, and this is basically about.
Okay, so could you let me also mention this? This is the one of the traditional settings, more or less like a traditional concert or party of a sort. After riding the safari, after riding the bikes and going on the SUV vehicles, you come here to have dinner. You come here to have some food served you. And there were also performers. And all these people were paid to perform for us. And Kojo King jumping up and down there. And that was when Kojo caught the attention of the lady. So because of what Kojo did, Kojo was giving the lady fans. In fact, we were the few black men there. Most of the people were there were white. We were the few black men. I think I saw some 1 or 2 people. But apart from that, our table had the biggest black ensemble. And we also had some good time there. Yes, Kojo. Kojo, I'm so sissy than you. Okay, Kosu.
So, yes, the Atlantis. Slow motion. Yeah, Atlantis was a beautiful place, and having built activities about water, you know how when you have a taste of water, it feels.
Yeah.
So definitely, you love that place and the adventure. I am all for that because when we went there with our Ghanaian people in Dubai, they were trying to put the fear of God in us. Telling you, oh, this one you can never do it. This one, but I told them we didn't come here to play. We came to Dubai to experience Dubai, to have fun. So why will I go there and see certain activities that human beings are doing, and I will say because I fear? Then I come back to Ghana for what? To just waste my plane ticket and my time over there. So I told them everything we are doing, and from there we did some 2 run. That one you sit in twos. And you enter. That was the first test. That would test our pulse. But after we did it, we enjoyed it. So we went again and did it. And they told us the blackout. That one is about the tallest body slide in Middle East.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Exactly. The blackout. Yes.
The tallest in Middle East.
Middle East.
Wow.
Labeled as the scarier BBBB. They named that, and it's only for the one who has the strong heart. So when we went there, yes, they started putting fear into us. Then Berima did first. Then I also went. We came back for a second ride in the blackout. Now they were like, no, there's another one here. If that one you're able to go through it, then it means we will give up on you guys.
Wait, Richie, bring that picture back.
The frame.
Then it means my watch, they stole 3.
Yeah. The right one.
Rich, can you bring it closer? Let me see if it is the one with the black in it. Yeah, it is the one with the black in it. Wow, so the watch is 3. It's not 2, even as I was thinking.
And your mother did.
All right,
yes, so after we went for the leap of faith, that is when you'll be putting into a coffin-like thing, and they will close it, and you just sink in there. And in fact, when we got there, what the guys were saying got at me. The way they were describing it, that when you see other people do it, you wouldn't love to do it. So when we went there and people were doing it, it was dangerous at a point.
Scary.
It was the way they would open the thing and you fall into the pit, and the way people were screaming. But what motivated me is that when I go there, I look around the people who want to do it, and I look for if I will see a child in there. If I see a child, then I have a motivation. And then secondly, if I don't find any child, then I look for a woman. If I see a woman is going through this, then I, as a man, I don't have any excuse. Then if I don't find a woman, then I look for human beings. So the fact that I've seen a human being do it, then I'm not going to die. So these were my motivation factors. So that one, I went through it, and I wanted to do more.
Okay.
And we asked the tour guides which one is the scariest. And they will mention the ones we have done, like 3, like 4, and stuff. So all these things gives you a beautiful memory and a lifetime experience that it's going to stay with you forever.
Okay, so on the screen now is our visit to the Burj Khalifa. Some people say Burj Khalifa, others say Burj Khalifa. And I think Fidelis Osara was asking, did we go to the dancing water? Yeah, so that is what is on the screen now, the dancing water. The one Fidelis Osara was asking whether we went to the dancing water. So Fidelis, yes, we were there. We went to the dancing water. We experienced how the water reacts to the beats played and the number of people who just come there to watch this display for about, I think it's about 5 minutes duration. Yeah. Yes, at 5 minutes duration, it goes away. It comes again to do 30 minutes, and that was the dancing water my man was talking about. Yes, Kojo.
Yes, but one key thing I'll mention is Dubai is doing something great with tourism. And it's like a national agenda. And it has sunk deep into the minds of every citizen, especially the stakeholders. Because tourism will start from you landing at the airport, wherever you are coming from. When you land at the airport, what's the people there, the officials there, how they will receive you. It gives you a good view about the town or the country you are visiting. And so,
agenda.
So when you land at the airport, the processes, I always say that When you get to the airport, how they will receive you, as a tourism country or city, you should see that you have that feel of warmth when you arrive.
Yeah.
And it starts right at the airport. They don't put fear in you. Everything is so digital. No human interferences. So if there is a queue, you follow it genuinely and you go through it. When you get there, bring your passport in a very calm tone. Nothing will put the fear of God in you. If there is any issue, they will just take you aside, approach you nicely, communicate with you, take you to the proper office. Unlike it is done in Africa. Yeah. Africa will make it so when we arrive at Kotuka, look at the number of immigration officers. I was like, hey, why? They have lined up about 500. What are they doing? I asked myself, why are you putting a lot of fear into people?
Yes.
If I'm holding anything or something, the system will detect it.
Scan me, yes.
Because when I move, you can't search me anymore. There's some point when I move, you can't search me. Because it means I've gone through the processes.
Yeah, I think you've made one solid point. I've not even paid attention. When you got to the immigration, you did not see more people.
What are you saying?
Only the people who were on the desk. After them, you don't see anybody there. But in our case, you meet the people on the desk. Ubi abasa ubi sanjina ho. Enipa be 5 year pass. Unim the almost share. Obijina, obi to desk, so add your passport, I check your stamp.
For what? These are all things that put negative energy into tourists. So we have to grow. We have to grow from some of these things. It doesn't help. So when you get to Dubai, it's so easy. When we even come, you have to just scan yourself. Unless you can't do it, then they will assist you. Go there, scan it, pass. It will be open. You are gone. If there's anything digitally, everything will prove. So from there and from the airport, because that's where you first touch base, moving out. If you are moving with a taxi, the reception, the way they will speak with you, because they all know that our revenue, our livelihood depend on most of these tourists. As I checked yesterday, 2021, first 6 months, $3 billion for tourism
to the
economy. This year, 2022, 5.11 billion. First 6 months, $11 billion. Dollars, not dirhams or cedis. Dollars into the economy. So if you are a driver, if you work at the hotel, the hospitality business, you know that your livelihood in a way depend on some of these things. So it tells you how they approach you, they speak with you, the way they show you respect. From their taxi, the driver who drove us there, the way they are calm, they are humble with you, they know that they are serving you. So at that moment, their topmost priority is for them to give you a good service. That next time, if somebody is coming to Dubai, you can either recommend them, or when you yourself you are coming back, you use them again. So it is a national agenda. Every one of them accept that no, this country we have to use tourism to thrive. And talk about the space, the places that we visited. Yes, after the safari where we went dancing with the lady. Yes, so beautiful, a good setting.
Richard, did we see the safari? Maybe you can check that one out as well.
Yes, a good, and the frame. I can't always miss that part where they have projected what Dubai will be in the next 50 years, and everything is designed and put into visuals. Because for anything to be done, you have to envision it. You have to visualize it first, and now you can put it into something that we can see. And they have done it. So when you do this, implementing it becomes so easy.
Okay, so personally, this was also one of my favorite places. Currency, Kojokin were in the first car. That is the one leading. They were in the first car, and I was recording from this particular car as well. I love this particular space because as a driver, I was just asking myself, if you are driving and you get to such a place, how would you drive? And with the experience the guys were driving with, it was scary. At the point you feel like, Charlie, the car just fell. At the point you feel like, Charlie, you cannot perform your cotton minimum. The ladies in my car, if I should give you the sound from tape, the way they were making noise. And the me from me pon who had to for free repair, they might be tough for my but that this was also one of my best places. Because I was not driving, I was just feeling the experience. And if you're a driver, you understand why this will be my best experience. Yes, Kojo?
Yes, so in fact,
and I could also quote you. I got to Kojo fell and his phone got missing. We had to look for the phone like 15 minutes. The phone was in the soil.
Skills. You see, so everything about Dubai is beautiful. The hotels, the way they approach you, their rooms, even the food. When we were about to come, we went to some local bar to buy. Oh, and the way they were relating with us, their services, everything is on point. So Dubai, I'm not surprised why some people, top names, and even all over the world, Dubai is becoming a place that for people, tourists, when you want to go for relaxation, it is a go-to place. People really want to go there. And yes, I was on the Dubai frame. Yes, to envision how Dubai will be in the next 50 years. We are talking about 2072. It is not a joke. In our part of the world, we don't even know what happens tomorrow. But this is 50 years. They had a plan. They have put the plan into visuals. So implementing it becomes so easy. And I love a quote there. It says, we may not be alive, but our creative ideas will continue to live on. So 50 years the plan that you have, you know that yes, as a leader, and I'm not sure you will be alive. And if you will be alive, you may be older and bedridden. But you think of your citizens, the next generation, that this is what we want to do for you. That when you come, you enjoy life. What we have now is so much good that people come here and they are dying over it. But what we want to do will become better. And that place, I had a mixed feeling. I was trying to look into where I'm coming from. And I asked myself a lot of questions. That why don't we get some of these things? Why is it that our leaders are not thinking about the well-being of the citizens? As a youth, you project into the future, and you don't see any hope. There's nothing to hold on to. But if you are in Dubai, at least if you are a citizen, you know that there are certain things that can work for you. And I was wondering the kind of employment Atlantis alone gives to the community.
Yes. The number of people working there. I think I like this observation.
Atlantis, that sport.
Yeah.
People that are getting employment alone from there.
I'm sure the place will be employing like 1,000 people.
Over. Look at even. So I'm wondering if Ghana has something like that. And we have to employ people. We are reducing our employment rate. And it goes down to all these tourist sites. Because if you build a tourist site, because of how large the place is and the kind of activities, you need more people who be directing people and telling them the writing and the history about the place. So, and this is a platform that will pay for itself. I'm not sure they get any money outside to pay for the staff over there. Because this is a place that is so busy. Every second people are coming there and they are paying. After all these activities, they captured some shots. And when we went to the room, it is about 400 cedis for just a picture. And people were paying.
In fact, your picture background paying.
Exactly, we couldn't, because the price, when we convert into our local currency, paying that for just a picture, Baku will run away.
All right, so this is the projection of 50 years to come for how Dubai will look like. This is the 3D presentation. Oh, okay, no. Before, yes. Before we went into, yeah. How Dubai was, yes, okay. This was how Dubai was before. Okay, that 50 years was the last one we saw. Yes. Oh, okay, Charlie. So for your dream model. Inti uremwa. How much these
are all the scenes. When you enter, these are all the scenes, traditional scenes. You watch, then you go to the next place. Everything is there, and a lot of people come just to have a feeling of this, because life in itself, if you have a lot of money, you have everything, and you can't have some of these memories. At times it doesn't make sense, so a lot of people pay good money just to come and have time, release stress, and have some of these beautiful moments. So I wish the whole of Ghana, we don't have any body slide, all these things that we can enjoy. So if our leaders can pay attention to tourism, it will curb some of this unemployment rates and bring revenue to the economy.
Okay, so Nana Regan will also wrap up. At least he watched us and he also saw one or two. Felix Abebi says, we love you, Sammy Flex. Kojokin, that is Tilly Owusu talking here. He says, Kojokin, I saw you dancing. You get problem for your waist now. Chemical Music says, okay, he's laughing. Fidelis Osara says, it is good to travel around the world. Did you guys go to the dancing water site? Yeah, we did. Shatta Kobe says, Dubai Munsem. Tilly Owusu says, fine dear. Anywhere outside of that our continent, find a work. We at least bet they will mail your fine to you. Frederick Appiah says, most of the buildings and the architect works there were done by the French. Tilio says, oh, Nana Regan, the way you are sitting there quietly and moody there, don't worry, your time will come. Why? Cheers, bro. Iba Diva says, Dubai looks better than London. Don't worry, Nana Regan, I'll take you. Why? Okay. Honeymoon things. Now, Frederick Appiah says, you should be promoting Ghana. But there's nothing to promote. Asemo, our leaders have disappointed us. Tilly says, oh, Regan, I feel for you. Oh, I wish I get money to sponsor Nana. Shatta Wale says, hey, na brasame, a week in Dubai, keke na 3 watches stolen already. I'll tell my story. I have a bad experience with Kenya Airways or Kenya Airlines. I'll be sharing that story tomorrow. You guys should wait for it. They broke into my bag, stole some valuables of mine, and that case there, Oman share answer to me out. We will go to court with it. So you guys should wait for that tomorrow. And Tino says, share. If your family witches with you, metal Wellington boots, they follow you around. Certain simple things become deadly. Why? Fidelis Osara says, it's a great experience for me when I went to Dubai in 2012. Tilly also says, Brasame, Ajay, you know, be small and fan who they do for the hell. Hey, bra, and fan who be more pensive. Tilly says, Mount and Chamun now, and the man can read. Tilly says, hey, Kojokin, you don't do now. Take the kid. Don't do now. You are making Nana feel uncomfortable. Rescue Beat says, Nana Regan, this Dubai trip is an example of when we say Ghana's problems are the leaders. If you put systems in place, the people won't misbehave. If you leave people, they will do what they want. Tilly says, Ghana's problem is not just the leaders, it is also the mindset of the citizens. Tilly also comes again to say, you all should cite for Kennedy. Okay, I'm sure you said we should vote for Kennedy Japan. He promised to use tourism to build a country, and it's possible. Rescue says, what the leaders do can greatly change the mind of the people. And Frederick Appiah said, in France, every region or district has some tourist sites. Charlie Ghana too, we can have, but... Nana, yampon can the other kind of yampon etamaso.
Yeah, a shout out to Tilly Usu. She can tease, but
I know, right?
Brother, I am happy that Kojo and Chemo have had this experience, and I want to build my points on what they said and Rex Kubit's comments. You see, it is true that when leadership are in shape, the followers or the people would also be disciplined or would do right. But what they intend to forget is that we are comparing Ghana's environment to another person's environment. In fact, we were talking about watching what Dubai was before what you saw and how it will be in the next, is it 20 years?
50 years.
50 years. So that should make some of us understand the kind of things that some of us we talk about and people really don't get the understanding of. Ghana's development, it is not and it will never be in any party's 4 years manifesto. What if we, that is where I always say that you see the politicians as Ghanaians are playing a certain games with the minds that they have in their environment, which is the people, and they will always win because our minds are not positioned right until we accept and even fight that thing of making party politicians bring a certain book, come and read and make debates on a certain 4-year term manifesto development. This country can never be like Dubai. Forget it. Even if we go and bring Dubai leaders to this country and we still want to play that game, we won't fly. If you want to know visionary leaders, if you want to know the right mindset thinking of good leaders, that is what you people have gone to witness and you are talking about today. They plan like 20, 30, 40, 50 years ahead. They don't do 2 years, 4 years, then they'll be fighting themselves on TV and on radio. The plan will be set in a national agenda, not a party agenda. And they will find a way to motivate the people. You see, the people there, their education rates, you can't compare it to Ghanaians. Here, our illiteracy rate is even higher than literacy in this country. So the few number of people that will understand some of these things, that will see the vision and the national agenda of some of these things, the story is different. You could do BR, the story is different. You could do voter region, the story is different because how many people think like you think? Those who don't think, in fact, those who think the opposite what you think are more than like 10 times the people who would want to think right and have seen the light and say, no, Charlie, if you continue like this, we are going to fail. So I think that until we get certain understanding and position our minds right to face what the agenda they bring to us, because these politicians every day they have their own party agendas that they want to convince you with. Until you realize that and then position yourself like, okay, if this thing is coming to me, this is how I'm going to look at it and see that no, this thing doesn't have a collective or a national winning agenda, so let me drop it, let me not support it. Until you get that mindset, what we are experiencing in Ghana will not change. We will not see or experience the things that you've gone to witness or experience in Dubai and you are sharing on this platform. You will not go and sit on any platform and you will get the same experience in Ghana and you will share. Because the forces and the agenda the party politicians are pushing and all of that. You as a own person be accepting realities, you know. Yes, until you are just saying what you've learned in books, you've experienced personally with people or in certain environments, and you want to make sense. But it is two different things we are talking about. In fact, sometimes when we mention mindset, some people make it look like we are pushing the change of mindset on the people alone. No, that's not what it means. What it means is that even the leadership, the people that we even vote for to be in certain positions to lead us, they need a certain mindset change. Because if they don't get that mindset change, what we will only be doing is rotation of the same mindset. So today the leaders there, you think they have bad mindset, they are not fixing things right, they are not doing things right. You are only going to rotate them with another people or group of people who have the same mindset. So day in, day out, year in, year out, you will be tackling and you'll be shouting and be screaming and be addressing the same topics of issues every year, nothing will change. But if the leaders there realize that no, Charlie, we've done this thing for so long, and they start changing their mind, the mindset change has to start from our leadership. And it will come down to the people, because when the leadership, if they are not okay with the system they've built for themselves and they are ready to know that, oh, Charlie, our people are suffering too much, let's create a mindset, or let's change our mindset to a point where we can also be looking into, like planning and developing the country like the way Dubai leaders would want to develop their country in 50 years, in 20 years. In fact, look at all the countries that have developed, that have things, good things that we can go there, we can travel there, and we'll be hitting our chest and we'll be saying, this place is heaven, this place. None of them develop those countries within a certain 4-year term manifesto. None.
And it will be 50 years now.
None. And we will sit here and we will still be encouraging certain gameplays that our politicians are playing with us, and we will find ways and means to normalize them and make it look like as the mindset change should first come from our leaders. The leaders should understand that, Charlie, and it can come from the opposition, but the unfortunate thing is that the opposition will only act like they've changed their mindset when they are looking for power. And then when you vote them in power, they will apply the same games with you. Because system not my building, they are also making certain losses when they are in opposition.
Of course.
So when they come to power, they want to win. They want to get those things back. So we shouldn't run away from some of these realities until we will admit them and start addressing them as such. Nothing will change. We will travel to Dubai and come and sit here, or to US and Qatar and come and sit here, and we will still be sharing some of this, and we will be doing our leaders there. No. The kind of mindset a Dubai leader have and the environment they find themselves in, it is different from what we are experiencing here. So yes, there should be a certain change in mindset, and it's not to the people alone. It is not to the ordinary Ghanaian. We are talking about entirely every Ghanaian person. Nya akumebi ma omaino, nya dwen sachrai bi ma omaino. No one said ya o ye no ebi a omra kakakre bi o, but dwen inchiri ma 50 years. How would Ghana be? How would Ghanaians fare? Send omo life be. If we will only be rotating the same kind of leaders with the same agenda, with the same plans, with the same party motivated nonsense, and it will be going on and it will be going on, sir. Nothing will change.
Guys, thank you so much. And on this note, I also want to say thanks to the people who made our trip possible once again. To Dr. Anita, God bless you. Dr. Anita actually sponsored 2 of my people. That is Intim Dodu Solomon, aka HMO, and MC Barima. And this is a big deal. Like, we can't take it for granted. Thank you so much, Doc. May God bless you every place wherever your money came from. God bless you. You want to add something?
Oh, I said a lot yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's still the same. The money is not an easy thing.
No, it is not. Sure. It is not. Use the mic. Yes. Sorry.
So yeah, so we thank her. Like what she has done is we appreciate it. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a kahwading. It is will be a year. You just have to thank the person. So we thank her.
And I'm sure you've enjoyed the experience.
Oh yeah, for
it's
sure.
Something.
For
if
sure.
I was telling her that what she's done is something you guys will never forget.
Yeah.
I mean, everywhere I sit, I mention Nasi.
Yeah.
Nasi took me abroad for the first time, and everywhere I sit, on the day we call British first to London, I have never forgotten. I can't forget that. So the person who does that thing for you, it means a lot. Yes.
So we thank her and others who were also motivating us in their own way. They are trying to encourage us to do things, and now we are here. And then we will continue to give them nothing but the best.
Okay, thank you so much. And also, let me also say thanks to Nash Dean. Nash Dean is the CEO of Greenville Records, the record company that Kojo King will be releasing his songs with. They have actually signed him on to work with. And they also took on Kojo King and our video director, Currency, to come with some videos. And you guys should watch out for it. We pray that it comes out so nice, so you guys will enjoy it some more. And also to our host, Abeka Solutions in Dubai, God bless you so much. And to Sankofa Restaurant and the mama Kojo Didis buy na funikra asan ayekese ni na ka know to me and shake it. So if someone also say I'm looking bigger, then it's Sankofa. Just that we were lacking sleep and open na intimi nan feeling intimi nan feeling cry then hajepa intimi nan feeling. Okay, final messages. Who is here? Okay. Shatakobi said, Nana, you two talk about beef, say. Okay. Tilo said, Nana, we they agree. The citizens and the leaders need a change of mindset. Leaders are governing the country according to the way the citizens think. We are all Dukadaya. Tilio says, the youth now and the leaders are the same circle. They put young person in power today. They will perform exactly as the leaders. There is no loyalty and love for the country. Rescubit says, that is the point. The mindset change starts with the leaders. A great part of the hits should be on the leaders, and the media should be championing that. Okay, so I also want to say finally that whilst thanking the team who went to Dubai, I also want to thank the team who were here, Nana Reagan, Richie Flex, and Emmanuel Fowe Lapiji. In fact, we came and we've seen a total transformation of our studio. Our carpet is clean. Everything is washed. So many things that were damaged in the office, they fixed them, and the office is looking new. It's making me feel some more energy to even work extra because, yeah, if you come and everything is right like that, it gives me energy. But after coming back to see the development here in the studio, I'm also so happy about it, and it feels good. Nana, so we are wrapping up.
Yeah.
We are wrapping up. What are you saying finally?
Since we are thanking people, I also want to thank some few people, Eva Diva, for, I think since yesterday, I've gotten a lot of people trying to make contributions towards the next trip. I don't know why.
Wow.
They are all showing me much love like that. Tilly Owusu, and a lot of people. You know. So, thanks to all of them. I think they are solid promises to me. Personally, I believe in promises, so I'm only hoping that it will not.
I trust them.
I have about close to 5 people who are all trying to.
Wow.
You know, so
let me announce the final thing. Our next trip is in February. I think 9th to 16th, right? Yes, 9th to 16th, and we want to do this with a theme of love. So if you are watching us and you have plans of taking your loved one to Dubai for Vows Day celebration, so between 9th and 16th, that will be the next trip, and we'll be putting out details, but at least you can even start payment and registration as early as possible when the details are right, and we are good to go. I want to say thanks to you for watching us, thanks for supporting us, and to my team here, the Guitar Rasta, Karen, Richie Flex, Lapiji, Gideon, Ilam Tessin, and Team Dodu Solomon, Kojo King, and to Nana Reagan, and to you as well. God bless you. We want to do some more. In fact, we want to work extra hard and even switch a bit of our activities into tourism. So let's pray that God will bless us with some investment. We can even start with some local tourism here. Maybe if you have some friends abroad who would want to come to Ghana to also do some local tourism here, we'll do it. Kojo was telling me about some activities that we can also do locally, then we take it international. So more things will be happening. We pray for support. We pray for the right investment. We pray for the right people to help us to achieve all our dreams. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll meet you when we meet again. We are out of here.